Hi, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden, and welcome to Shifting Perspectives. I'm going to do something different with this particular video. I'm going to talk about something that I have been avoiding because I don't know how YouTube handles this, but I kind of don't care because I would rather address this properly than be dictated by somebody else on what I should or shouldn't talk about. So this particular video is called Hope Threads, and it is for those of you who have or are struggling with suicide. I'm talking as somebody who has been there, not as a therapist, not as a psychologist. I'm talking to you as a trauma survivor who's been there. I remember something my aunt said to me. She did not know I was struggling with it. She had no idea that I was battling it. And she said something to me that was so fucking horrible. And she had no idea she was just commenting about what her opinion was on suicide without having no fucking idea what it's really about. And it's a very, very gentle and sensitive topic with me because I've been there. And it's something that you just don't fucking get unless you deal with it. And if you've ever dealt with it, you know, you get it. And if you don't, and if you haven't, well, good for you, really, truly. I'm glad you have not experienced this. And at the same time, it's something that you don't understand until and unless you've been there. It's a feeling of complete and total despair and hopelessness. You really think there is nothing else. You really think that the situation cannot improve or get better. And you are scrambling in your head trying to figure out if there is an option, if there is a way, and you really, truly cannot see anything better than where you are. It is in place of total and complete absence. And what got me out of there was something that I referred to as hope threads. So I'm going to give my hope threads to you. Take them. Take them because for me, they fucking worked. Hope threads were two words: what if and maybe. What if I'm wrong? What if I can go on? What if there's something more? What if this will end? What if I can find a way out? What if it will get better? What if I can take control of this situation and get myself out? What kind of a life would I have then if I could choose? What if I can choose? Maybe it is not as bad as I think it is. Maybe there is a way out. Maybe I will find a way. Maybe I just need to get through one more day. What if and maybe became my two hope threads. And when I found those lights that stabbed through my darkness, I grasped onto those and I held them. And I tied those threads around my waist and I nurtured those threads. I nurtured those threads like my life depended on it because my life fucking depended on it. Hope threads are the light that come through the dark. I would imagine a lighthouse in the distance sending out these beacons and sprays of light. And by the time they got to me in my darkness, it was just this thread of light, but it was enough. And I thought, maybe, just maybe, if I can get to that light, I'll find my peace. I'll find my place. I get the loneliness. I get the despair. I get the battle of just, you want the pain to end. And the pain is so severe that it completely drains you of sanity. I get it. I've been there. I am crass and I am vulgar. I swear, and I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I walk barefoot in Manhattan. Because when you see the shit that I've seen, when you get through it all, you come out of it with a different perspective. A perspective where you realize what's important and what's not. I know what it feels like truly believing that you are nothing because someone else made sure you believed that you were nothing. But what if they're wrong? What if it changes? When you find your what if, and when you find your maybe, you start to see opportunity that is there, that was always there, that you couldn't see because they blind you. There could be a door in front of you your whole life, and you won't see it because they made sure you couldn't see it. So hold on. Hold on. Nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. You are stronger than you know. And maybe, just maybe, tomorrow is the day it changes. I'm going to tell you a story that I tell people often. It is the story of a general, a captain who was taken prisoner of war. He was caught in a prison, and because he was the ranking officer, he felt responsible for all the other prisoners in there with him. At first, he started off over-optimistic, and he watched as those who were the most optimistic ended up crashing into despair the most, and then they killed themselves. He quickly learned that realism was very much a part of this. That realism, being realistic about the situation, is absolutely part of it. But it's also important to keep hope that it will change. And this captain learned very quickly, for the lives of his own men, that there was a refined balance between being realistic and staying hopeful. Yes, the situation is bad, and it is going to end. It will get better. We don't know when, but it will. Yeah, the situation is pretty fucking bad, and it can and will get better. It can and it will. They lasted in this prison for 5 years, 5 or 6 years, and they did escape. They did get out. The war ended. And that story came with him, and it stayed with me very strongly. That it is a refined balance of making sure you keep your realism about your situation and you preserve the hope that it will end. It will end. The trick is finding the how. Keep your hope thread. Keep your hope thread. What if it ends tomorrow? Maybe the situation is not as bad as you think it is, or maybe you will find a way out. What if the answer is in front of you the whole time and you just can't see it? What if an opportunity opens up tomorrow? Maybe you are stronger than you know. Maybe you find that one bit of song or that one bit of information that is all you need to change your situation around. Stay realistic, stay down to earth, and stay hopeful. Keep going. It is endurance. It is all about endurance. There is a suicide hotline. I will be posting the information down below if you need it. Reach out to me. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.